Hi everybody, we want to do a Pack Pro Win Swiss draw of Origins today. It's our first pack here. We opened up Relic Seeker, which is a decent limited card. I don't think it's really out of hand because I don't know that there's really any great equipment unless you maybe get the Sword of Admist or really build around some of the other weaker equipment. Also in this pack there are the Suppression Bonds, which is a really good removal, pretty popular. We have the Gear Crafter for red, or the Blazing Hellhound, which is red and black. I don't want to start off with the two-color card. Anchor, the Ether is pretty good, but it's not something that really draws me into blue. So what I'm thinking right now, it's going to be either between Suppression Bonds or Relic Seekers. It's Relic Seekers, the rare 2/2 Renown 1. I think I'll just go with that. Okay, pick two, excuse me. We have a Towergeist, which is excellent. We have the Acolyte of the Inferno, which is very popular for the rush decks. We have an Aspiring Aeronaut, so we have 3 potential blue picks here, 1 red, 2 red, I guess, with Fire Fiend Elemental as well, being a good card. Not a real good white pick. The rare was taken out of this, so potentially looking at the Acolyte of the Inferno. I'm pretty happy with that one. It's just a really good attack creature, gets Renown, which is additionally excellent. Or we can go with the Towergeist, which will be blue, 2/2, 4 in the air. I just really think I'm going to go with the Acolyte of the Inferno. Alright, pick 3. We have a Token the Freeblade, which is great for building into a potential white-red or white-green deck. A Thopter Engineer, which is great card as well, but in an Antuku Husk and a Blightcaster in black, or the Amperin Tactician in white. So not really seeing any potential signals here. I really think I want the Token Freeblade. It's pretty fundamental for doing a white deck, and you know, I'm not totally sold on red yet, although Thopter Engineer would help. I think the Freeblade's a better card. Okay, so white seems to be going okay. We got the Consul's Lieutenant, First Strike. Other creatures get +1/+1 if it's Renown. Death Bridge Shaman, a Majoring Bully, Separatist Void Mage, which is definitely a good card. Does it outweigh the Council's Lieutenant? Council's Lieutenant's double white, Void Mage. Could mean that blue's open. Maybe it should be blue instead of red. I think I'm just going to go with a good attack. Try to stay with quick attack here and then look for tempo later. If red's not going to work out for us, maybe blue is the right way to be. Pick 5. So Bonded Construct, not a great 5th pick. Rock Smaller is probably the best card in the pack. Definitely not going to go Revenant just to pick up black. Water Courser's in here too, so again a blue's potential. So it's between Water Courser, Rock Smaller, or Cobble Brute. Been seeing the Rock Smallers really go late, so I don't know if that's really a signal, but I really like the Rock Smaller. But the Water Courser really seems to be where we go in Shrouding Mist and stay on the white. I think I'm going to go with Shrouding Mist and just try to block out the white. It's probably a mistake and probably should go green, because here we have 2 green picks. Infectious Bloodlust, not worthy of picking over like a Landwehr Empath, or the Disciple. Disciple. So I think I'm going to go with the Empath. If we start seeing more green, obviously they're going to probably be elves and probably going to be one I want to grab for definitely a scrying ability. Okay, so Wild Instincts. I think we made the right pick last time. There's also a Sylvan Messenger in here. Yoke Dox, which is just laughable. I'm not going to take that. But a Rune Servitor, which if it was, nothing else in the pack, I would gladly pick it up. Claustrophobia is real good. I've seen it very popular on a guy from Seems Good's Magic likes to take it and locks down pretty well. But I think Wild Instincts just helps cement us in green. I would take the Sylvan Messenger, but it's kind of burnt me when I didn't have elves. And one elf right now, I'd rather have the removal. Okay, so another Bonded Construct. Cobble Brute in red really is not worth me entertaining. I want to keep the curve kind of low if possible, so I think a Bonded Construct is going to fit into that scheme. Screeching Scab is a good blue card. I don't think that's really a signal of any kind, but it is the only blue card in here. I think the Empyrean Tactician really works here. Meteorite's probably good too if I needed to splash, but in pack 1 I'm really not looking for something that's going to do that, although it does the 2 points extra damage. Tactician's really going to get in there and help my smaller creatures. Titanic Growth or Bonded Construct or the Aspering Aeronaut. It's a pretty decent creature to have so late, so blue's probably open, but Titanic Growth's really going to fall in and help us with what we're trying to do here. Orchid Spirit or the Volcanic Rambler. I like the Orchid Spirit. It has, good enough evasion. It's not the best evasion, but good enough, so we'll go with it. Healing Hand, Stratus Walk, or Vine Snare. Vine Snare is not the card for us this particular deck. I think I'm just going to cut the Stratus Walk. You know what? I'm going to take Vine Snare just for a sideboard card. Now the Orchard Spirit. Watercourser coming in pretty late too. Interesting. Jailer might not use it. We'll see. So our deck's looking pretty good here. We got a nice curve. If we take out the red here, we got 9 creatures, 3 spells. So looking for some good removal. Or some good in our colors, because this pack is really killing us. There's an Auramancer in our color. There's a Timberwolf. And not much of anything else. I'm kind of tempted to take this Enthralling Victor. I could splash for it. We could do a little, not Bant. What was it called? Damn, I forgot shards. So I think I'm going to take the Enthralling Victor, and if we need to splash it, we'll splash it. Not helpful. Okay, so we got a Wild Instincts on this one. Everybody knows how much I love Wild Instincts. Unholy Hunger is probably the best card in here. There's a Charging Griffin. I'm going to stay on trying to make sure we have enough removal and take the Wild Instincts. Okay. The packs keep being shitty. Eyeblight Massacre. It's a good black card. Act of Treason is good if we're doing sacrifice, which we're not. So basically we got a Cleric, a Mighty Leap, Titanic Growth. Got 1 Titanic Growth. Would I splash a second one? I got 4 spells. That's not too bad. Man, the Cleric with 4 orders is just not that appetizing to me, and we got 10 creatures. So I think I'm just going to go with Titanic Growth. Thunderclap. I don't have a lot of flying. Oh, we're not playing blue. We could splash blue? Nope. I think I'm going to take the Titanic Growth. Oh my goodness. So Ravaging Blaze kind of makes me think red's open. White and green are getting killed on the second pack. This could be a problem. So I'm going to take the Ravaging Blaze. Let's bring it in here, and we'll just keep an eye on our red potential source. Mind of the Masses is not worth for me getting right now. Evolutionary Leap. Not that excited about it. I think what I'll do is I'll take the Bogart Brute again, making red a potential choice. We're going to have to look for some Evolving Wilds or some dual lands that's going to help us out. And the shit just keeps coming. Hitchclaw Recluse is in green. I don't want another Shrouding Mist. I'm not going to do that. Cobble Brute is a fine 5/2 4-drop. If I cut out green or white, you know, 4-drops are kind of small here. But I think the Recluse is probably where we want to go. Yeah, let's go with that. So we have a Charging Griffin, Air of Volley, which is a good sideboard card. I think I want the Charging Griffin. I got 2 4-drops. It's a fun flyer. Okay. Still know what's going on. So there's a Celestial Flare. Worthy of taking. Tons of black. And a playable blue. We're going to have to pray for pack 3. Armancer is something for sideboard. I really don't have any enchantments. So right now it's not playable. I cannot splash the Ravaging Blaze, so... Well, I can. It'd be difficult, but I do have 1, 2, 3 double whites. Okay, so Alchemist Vial or Charging Griffin. I think Alchemist Vial is going to help us with our renown, so we'll take that. Thunderclap Wren. I must just have the wrong opinion of that. I don't think it's a bad card, so I'm going to add it to the sideboard. Doubtful will play it. Cobble Brute came back, or the Enlightened Aesthetic. I'm going to take the Aesthetic in case we hit somebody with Suppression Blondes. Smash to Smithereens. We're just cutting cards here. Okay, so not positive where I'm going to land. Obviously we got 8 white, 4 red, 8 green. So, really like the Rock Smaller. I have the Battle Forge, which will allow us to play 3 colors. Chandra's Fury and Evolving Wild. So, I guess we're coming down to the make it or break it. Do I take Evolving Wilds or take a Rock Smaller? Or the Battlefield Forge. I'm leaning hard on the Rock Smaller. Or red is got 1, maybe 2 cards that would make us go into red. I really would like to be red-white, but we saw more green in pack 1 than we did red. So I'm going to take that in the hopes that we're right. Okay, so we have a Wingmare. We have the Aether Grid, Zendikar Royal, which I'm not very impressed with. Even Battle Priest, a Cleric. So let's take out our red here. Let's see what we got. Thinking the Wingmare might be pretty good. It's a flyer. Get in for 2. Might slow some people down. So Celestial Flare or Knight of the Pilgrim's Road. Gather the Pack. You know, I saw Seems Good Magic play this, and it helped him one time, and then other times he just kind of sideboarded it out. So I really think the removal is what we want. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 removal. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Celestial Flare. Okay. Citadel Castellion's real good. There's the Evolving Wild again, but I definitely think we're out of red, so I'm not gonna sweat it anymore. The Sumberwald Alpha. Is that better than the Castilian? I think I gotta go with the Knight. It's probably the wrong move here, but I really think the Knight just fits in with our strategy of what we want to try to accomplish. There's also a Wild Instinct, didn't notice that, but we already got 2 Wild Instincts, 2 Celestial Flares. So I'm not over pressed to take the Wild Instincts. I think I just assume, yeah, I would love to take out their Shining Mist to maybe hit the Wild Instincts, but both of these are quality creatures, so I'm just going to go with Castilian. Okay, so there's a Gorger, which will help us with our finishers. There's Pilgrim Road, which is good 3-drop. To be honest, I think I want the Gorger more than I want the Pilgrim's Road. I know we have pretty good, small, tight creature count here. I want something kind of big to really stop somebody in their track if need be. Flyers are going to be a potential problem, maybe. I get a Wingmare, Recluse, Charging Griffin. I think we're good. I'll take the Gorger. So another Mauler. Brawler's Plate. The Arrow, I don't know how to pronounce that. Champion, double strike guy. Or the Caustic Caterpillar. Now we do have an Enlightened Aesthetic, which will destroy a target enchantment. I don't have anything for artifacts. Also Lightning Javelin. That's nice. Great. Love. Decent card. Definitely. Probably should have been picked up right about now. But I think I'm going to go with the second Mauler. Okay. So there's the Valor and Akros. We have 24 creatures. We've got to cut some things back here. Probably the Jailer. Not impressed with that. 15-8. I really think the Throwing Knife's what we want here. Enchanted creature +1/+1 whenever this creature attacks. Tap target creature player controls. That's nice too, but I think the Throwing Knife's where I like to be. I've played with it often and it's a pretty good card. Aerial Volley, excellent sideboard. We don't have one yet, so if we have an overrun of flying creatures, that's what we want. Oh wow, Battlefield Forge tabled. That or the Kythian Tactics or the Tomb. You know, I'm just gonna take the Battle Forge. No good reason. I don't think I want a third Titanic Growth, so let's take the Cleric. Gather the Pack came back, so we can sideboard that. Orchard Spirit's potential 3-drop. Keep getting those Stratus Walks. Add to the sideboard on that one. Oh, yes. Caterpillar's back to us. That's nice. I like the Caterpillar a lot. It's really good when you play against somebody who has a lot of suppression bonds or those infection bloodlust, although they usually go get another one, but at least you get rid of the first one, if not the creature at the same time. Alright, so this is solid, as they say, which means instant death. We have 26, need to make 2 cuts. Is that right? No, 3 cuts. I don't think this is a 18 lander. I think we could probably get away with 17. I only have 3 cards that are above 5. Have 9 spells, so I kind of like to cut a spell. So there's a Shrouding Mist, or Alchemist Vial. What do we got going on at the beginning here? I think I'm going to cut the Cleric. It does not impress me. I think we can go with 2 spirits at the start, so that puts us at 15, puts us at 24. I like 15 creatures in a green-white. You know what? This Empath. No, it's grass for 2. It doesn't care, so definitely want to have that. I don't want to have 9 spells, so the Vial. What am I trying to get in with the Vial? There's the Relic Seeker, the Topin Freeblade, the Consul, Lieutenant, Castilian. All can benefit from not having an attacker or blocker. So let's keep the Vial in there. And I'm thinking the Titanic Growth is probably what I want to cut. Going back between the Shrouding Mist and the second Titanic Growth. Trying to get in early. I have 15 creatures. Do I care if one of them die? But it's renowned, I can untap it. How many renown do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Not impressed. I think if I wanted to try to keep something alive, I probably would cast Titanic Growth just as much as counters Shrouding Mist. You know what? Let's look at color. Okay, so we have 11 green cards and 9 white cards. And our white cards, we need doubles for 4 of them. Oh my gosh. So maybe it would be better to cut a growth to get our green down just a little bit. What I'm thinking here is I'm probably going to go 9 white and 8 green, even though we have more green cards than white. All our greens pretty much start on 3, where our white expects double white and starts at 2. We only have 2. We have 3 drops, and we have in green. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could go 9, 8 green to white. Could just cut the throwing knife or the bonded construct. No, I think I'm just gonna cut the extra Titanic Growth. Then, as we see what's going on with our match, we will could switch out the Enshrouding Mist for another Titanic Grove and just try to get over them. Or when we're on the play, we want to be aggressive. I'm still very torn about this. 2-2, 2-2. Yeah, I think I just want to, at the beginning, push harder into to be more aggressive and use Titanic Grove hopefully to finish it off or keep something alive and remove something bigger. Then I want to worry about being defensive and use the Shroud. In that same aspect, curious if I want to put in the third Orchard Spirit. Well, it doesn't have reach, so if I get something flyers, I have the Recluse, Celestial Purges, a Charging Griffin, and that's it. I think I need to have a little more flying in there at start. And then if I see a lot of flyers, I swap in the Volley. If I see no flyers, I can either stay with the Wing Mirror or throw in an Orchard Spirit. Yep. Add land. 9 white and 8 green. Why would you do that? Sort by color. I have 11 sources of green, but I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for white. I guess that's right. I guess that's what we'll go with. Okay, we'll go with that and see how it pans out for us in the matches.